you're a homeowner in the greater Phoenix metro area or planning to become one, I'm going to be sharing an update on the latest real estate market trends from April of 2024. Make sure you stick around until the end so that you can take advantage of some hidden opportunities in the real estate market for both buyers and sellers. In April, we are moving so close to a balanced market. What does that mean? Supply is growing at a faster rate than demand. Last month, I talked about how 4 to 6 months of inventory indicate a more balanced market. We've observed a rise in supply due to both an increase in building starts and weakening demand caused by raising rates. If you compare this same stat to last year, we have more inventory now than we did before. The housing market has begun to drift over the last 4 weeks with weaker demand. Listings under contract are down 6% compared to last year, but active listings are up 26%. The average price for a single-family residential detached home is $608,000. But keep in mind that this is the average across all areas of the Phoenix metro. Contrary to what the media is telling the public, this price increase has been steady. Last month, this stat came in at $508,900. Again, this is an increase from last month and last year. The average list to sell price ratio was 97.89 in April. That simply means that the properties were selling just below list price, slightly down from 97.9 last month, but down from the peak for this data point, a whopping 101.8 last year. Again, let's look back at last year where your home was promised to sell in 2 days. Remember those commercials? The strategy there was to list the home at a ridiculous price so that everybody and their dog showed up to the open house. Also, when taking our markets this year with our challenges around rates, a full asking price does not necessarily mean the home netted the seller more money. Closings over asking price have edged up seasonally to 17% the April sales, but so far the majority of sales are negotiated down by an average of 2.1% over list. You might be wondering how long it takes properties to sell right now. In April, the average cumulative days on market in Phoenix was 64 days. That is actually down from last year at 72 days, which is odd to me as we have more supply. But I suspect this has more to do with the learning curve for those that were nervous about the market and the effects that rates had on demand. Okay, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage is 7.45%, but my friend Ray is going to provide the lending perspective this month.
Hey, this is Ray Harris with your mortgage update. The Feds announced that they will not be hiking up rates right now. So what we're looking for is we're looking for unemployment to continue to rise. We're at about 3.8%, about 4%, we might see a pivot. Also, inflation is still showing strong, and so we need to see inflation start to fall back, decrease, or start to get into a deflationary area. Once one of those things happens, we might see the Fed start to cut rates. But right now, we're just going off of economic data day to day, so you'll see the market jump up and down, but we're not going to see any strong movement one way or the other until we get a strong hold on inflation and the job market. Stay tuned. Love to talk to you further.
As the valley heats up, so does the real estate market. But this April is bringing a slower start. Inflation is the hot topic these days, and investors like to talk about hedging inflation with strategies that include gold, commodities, rentals, or even crypto. But for young adults, however, the first step towards hedging inflation is typically moving out of a rental and into homeownership. So the best advice I can give is to do what you can to get into the game as soon as possible. While in theory, renting is more affordable right now than owning, you can get stuck in that trap of never accessing equity, tax deductions, or the possibility of a move up or becoming a landlord yourself if that's the route you want to go. For sellers, make sure your home is a showstopper. If you want to compete for the highest price, you better be able to compete with quality, as your competition is most likely a builder, and their incentives are juicy. Word on the street is resale homes needing to be remodeled or updated are sitting on the market about a week or two longer. As far as investor purchases go, wholesale offers are due to get uglier with increased holding cost and smaller returns. Flip sales are down 74% from 2 years ago at a level comparable to 2015. So the bottom line is, whether you're buying or selling, your situation is unique. A general market update helps see what everybody else is doing, but if you want a narrow down market report for your city or accurate data on questions you have, you can either request a free no obligation market evaluation or book a consult with me to have a no pressure conversation about your options. Always happy to provide the info needed. That way you can feel confident making the best decisions that's right for you. If that would be helpful, you can click the link I'll include. Otherwise, feel free to check out the other videos, and I'll be back next month with an update on the local real estate market.